Hello everybody, and welcome to another gay Let's Play, Jade Empire. In our last episode, we kinda died. Yeah. Well, Angelus died. Angelus died because we had finally defeated the Emperor Sun-Kissed, I think, and freed Master Li. And WTF, guys, Master Li totally betrayed us. And not only betrayed us, he kind of killed us. He killed Angelus with a bad touch, essentially. And now poor Angelus is roaming around this strange afterlife world, limbo, or some sort of limbo, I guess. And we went to talk to the water dragon. Oh boy. We went to talk to the water dragon, and she seemed to think that she can somehow bring us back to life. So that's what we're gonna do. Not really sure how, but somehow we will. Iron palm. Don't fail me now. Maybe I should have gotten the other demon first, but whatever.
You're going down.
Ooh, I leveled. Get away from me. Get away. Get away. Try my staff. Try not to get immolated too much. There we go. I was like, why am I not flinging my... yeah, why am I not doing the overhand attack? But apparently I was pressing the wrong button. Take that, horse demon. That's... you just keep blocking there, and I'm just gonna keep whacking you with my big giant stick. Oh, finally. Alright, let's see what we got here. We are leveling ourselves up. Alright. I think we can bring... you know what? Let's put one of each. We can put down one of each. 25 style points. Alright. I think we put in as much as we really can in Iron Palm. And Flawless, I do want to put more in Flawless. Let's see. Damage increase, speed increase, and don't want to put anything else, anything in anything else. Maybe Storm Immortal, but Storm Immortal's pretty solid for me. It's already pretty powerful, and you know, even though I don't use Flawless as often, when I do need to use it, you know, it's pretty important. So, you know what? I'm gonna add. How many more can I add into Flawless? 3 more points. Yeah, I'm gonna add that into Flawless. It's important. Alright. Let's keep going. Who do we have here? Joe. I don't know who that is, guys. Oh, and he's back to meditating, whoever that guy is. Alright. Non-threatening. Before I approach him, there's something I kind of want to take out. No, I think I'll be fine. I was contemplating getting rid of this guy because I know it gives me more experience from human enemies, but also gives me no power-ups from human enemies. But I'm not really fighting any human enemies right now, so I think I'm fine.
This cannot be. Is it really possible? I sense the mark of the water dragon upon you. You have returned.
I've returned. Are you Abbot Song? I don't remember who Abbot Song is. Who are you?
You don't recognize me? No, of course not. You were just an infant when you were taken from us.
He's got like...
I am the spirit of Abbot Song, slain many years ago by the glorious strategist. Before my death, I was the head of the Spirt Monk order. Your order.
Interesting. So you're the leader of the Spirit Monks?
I am. I was. But I only led them to defeat and destruction. I failed in my duty to protect the water dragon, a duty I would one day have passed to you. You are a spirit monk, born here in Dirge and cleansed in the sacred fountains. You were an infant the day the Emperor and Sun Li attacked our monastery. I tried to save you from the slaughter, only to lose you to Li when he ripped you from the arms of your dying guardian.
Okay. Li claimed he was the one who saved me.
I can only imagine what lies and distortions he told you about Dirge, your heritage, and his own role in events here. But now, you deserve to hear the truth.
I'd like to hear the truth. Go ahead.
30 years ago, the long drought struck the land. For a decade, crops withered and died. Starving people across the Empire demanded that something be done. Despite his position, Emperor Sun Hai could not alter the natural order. He demanded that his brother, the glorious strategist, concoct a plan to rectify this insult. Through Sun Li's cunning, the armies of the Emperor laid siege to the gates of Dirge. They came to seize the water dragon's power and her life-giving waters.
How did he defeat the water dragon? The water dragon. Like, I think that's a little typo there.
The soldiers of the Imperial Army swarmed over us, too many to count. My spirit monks fought bravely, but I knew the battle was lost.
Cutscene.
We were beaten. All around me, my fellow spirit monks were dying. I tried to hold the attackers at bay. Prince Qin attacked me, and then Master Li cut me down from behind. The Emperor ascended unopposed, but already Sun Li and Prince Qin plotted against him. The glorious strategist was not content to watch his brother come to power. Emperor Sun Hai, ruler of the Jade Empire, stepped beyond his station and slew the water dragon, claiming her power for his own. His brothers tried to strike him down, but they could not know he would be so strong. Infused with the water dragon's power, he was now unbelievably powerful.
Wow.
Sun Li escaped with his life, but he left his brother, Prince Qin, to suffer the Emperor's terrible vengeance. A spirit monk child still lived.
That's me. Oh. Oh.
He killed your guardian. Claiming his identity, no longer a servant of the Emperor, Li abandoned his fearsome armor to become the master you thought you knew.
No way. Oh my gosh.
If you and the amulet were the key to defeating his brother, he might still claim that power.
Oh my gosh. No way.
Li disappeared with you and the amulet, escaping the Emperor's retribution. With his newfound power, the Emperor, as a taunt to his traitorous brother, bound kin spirit to the armor Li had left behind. And Death's Hand was born.
Oh my gosh. I did not see that coming.
You were the last of the Spirit Monks. Sun Li saw our attempt to save you as confirmation of your importance. He believed you were meant to restore what he helped steal. He trained you to be an instrument of vengeance, an agent to succeed where he and Prince Kin had failed. But with your death, the Emperor is now invincible.
That jerk. Wow, guys. BioWare is pretty darn good with its twists in the plot for their stories, and I really liked that twist. Wow. You know, the truth of what happened after I was rescued from, you know, from the palace, or from the Emperor's grasp, I guess. Whew! Bravo, BioWare. Bravo. That was fantastic. Fantastic storytelling right there. I see now why he's called the Glorious Strategist. Now he has a god's power.
Then the Glorious Strategist has won. You were the last of the Spirit Monks. But now you are just a ghost like the rest of us. No one is left to oppose Sun Li.
Hey, but wait a minute. My game's not over yet. Is it? It better not be. I'd be very upset if it ends right here. The water dragon said you would help me, though.
You spoke with the water dragon? Of course. Only she could guide your spirit to Dirge, while all others must wander the mortal world. I worried that our last hope had died with you, but now I see you have come to restore the fountains of Dirge. The first step in restoring the water dragon herself. As leader of the Spirit Monks in life, I am bound by honor and duty to aid you in this task. I swear, I will not abandon you until the fountains of Dirge are restored.
Well, thank you, I guess. I'm honored to have you with me, because I mean, if I says I don't need the help of a ghost, I'm like, dude, Angelus, you're a ghost too. So no, he's gonna say I'm honored to have you with me.
I can guide you here in Dirge, this lost home of yours. I know the monastery well, and will do everything in my power to help you restore the fountains.
And how am I supposed to restore the fountains?
The fountains were tainted with human blood, which shattered their seals. The blood that stained them is gone. Replacing the seals should restore them.
Should. I want to ask you some questions.
I know the monastery well. If there are questions you wish to ask in your quest to restore the fountains, I will do my best to answer them.
Yeah, I want to know more about my amulet.
The amulet is an artifact of great power, though few truly understand its nature. What do you wish to know?
I saw Lee take it from me. How can I still use it?
The amulet is a powerful tool, but it is only a tool. When you were first learning to unleash the power within you, the amulet helped you to focus your mind and energy. But you are a spirit monk. The power of the water dragon was always in you, not in the amulet. Now you are strong enough to draw on that power without the amulet.
The power was inside you all the time. This whole time it was inside you. And so if the amulet is only a focus, why did Lee take it from me?
You no longer need the amulet, but Lee has a use for it. Lee's brother, Sunhai, consumed the water dragon's power, but without the amulet, it was a long and slow process. Even after 20 years, he was not strong enough to defeat you. Had the Lotus Assassins brought him enough pieces of the amulet, he would have been far more powerful. But Sun Li has the amulet, making him far more dangerous. With it, he can draw on the water dragon's power much faster. Unless you stop him soon, he will become invincible.
No pressure, as usual. If the power was mine, what does the amulet do?
It is a tool and a focus. It allows you to understand the power you can wield, and to use the essence gems that so many discount as trinkets.
Yes.
We alone can draw on more than one gem at a time. You can do this, even without the physical amulet, now that you know your true nature.
I'm glad that they tried to make an explanation as to why so many people had in their possession these gems, even though only spirit monks could really use them for practical purposes. So, you know, I guess I'll buy that explanation. Why were the pieces of the amulet scattered across the Empire?
I did not want the amulet to fall into the hands of our enemy. When I realized the battle was lost, I shattered it into several pieces. I gave the pieces to my apprentices and told them to flee to the farthest reaches of the Empire. The core of the amulet was given to the young monk who fled with you. I knew the core alone would be enough for you to start discovering your true power. But anyone else would need to find all the pieces to use the amulet.
And why is it so powerful?
The amulet is a powerful tool, but it is only a tool. When you were first learning to unleash the power within you, the amulet helped you to focus your mind and energy. But you are a spirit.
Alright, I think I already heard this. Alright, I want to ask you something else.
I will do my best to answer whatever questions you might have.
Not that you have much of a choice. I'm curious about the spirit monks in Dirge.
I would be honored to help you learn more about our order and your legacy.
What did the spirit monks do exactly?
We served the water dragon as her guardians and protectors. We saw to the needs of her physical form, maintained Dirge, and honored her with worship and prayer.
Honestly, that sounds kind of boring. Me, the player, doesn't think that necessarily, but I think Angelus kind of finds that boring.
We also served as shepherds for the dead. Most spirits came to Dirge in time, but sometimes a spirit was unable or unwilling to leave the mortal world behind. We would seek out these lost spirits. Those with unfinished business or those who had suffered traumatic deaths would need our help to reach Dirge.
Okay.
But now that the water dragon is gone, none of the spirits can find their way to Dirge. And those already here are trapped. The portal to the Afterlife is sealed.
Which explains why there's been such an influx of spirits wandering around the material world, I guess. That does explain it. You said I was born here at Dirge?
Many of our order were brought to us as children. Orphans we raised to serve our great mistress. But a few children are born here at the monastery. Both your mother and father were spirit monks. You were born right here in Dirge, and bathed in the sacred fountains, mere days before we were destroyed.
Wow, it was really that young, huh?
Both your mother and father died in the attack, along with the rest of us who served the Water Dragon.
What were my parents like?
They were good people. Their love for each other was matched only by their devotion to the Water Dragon herself. Had they survived, you would have been raised here in Dirge. They would have instructed you from birth in the duties of a spirit monk. It is a tragedy you never knew them.
Yeah, that is kind of sad, to be perfectly honest. Tell me more about Dirge.
Dirge is a place between. It exists in both the mortal world and the spirit realm, and it leads to the underworld itself. It is a bridge between life and death. Once it was a holy place, but now it is defiled. Dirge has become a place of great evil and corruption, a corruption that has been growing for the past 20 years.
So, Angelus is about 20 years old. Okay. Just about. I want to ask you something else.
I will do...
Do you have any advice for me?
Only that you should do as the Water Dragon asked, and try to restore the Fountains of Dirge.
Alright, I think we should move on then.
You are probably right. We must restore the Water Dragon's power before Sun Li gains full command of her powers.
I apologize, guys, if I sound a little sniffly, or if I'm trying my hardest not to cough or anything, because my throat's kind of scratchy. I'm actually feeling a little under the weather, which stinks because I'm just about to go on a week-long beach trip tomorrow. Yeah, so... But I really wanted to play this game for at least one more session before I went on my trip. Yeah. So I apologize ahead of time. I'll try not to cough or sneeze or anything. Oh, a scroll stand. The Ritual of Binding. The ability to bind a spirit is one of the great honors that the Water Dragon has bestowed upon us. Therefore, we must always remember to treat this gift with a proper respect. When you bind a spirit, you become the guardian of that spirit. It is thus as though the spirit is your child. Though it is your duty to return the spirit to the Water Dragon for her judgment, until you give the spirit over to her, you are fully responsible for that spirit. Since the spirit will obey your every command, you must always have the best interests of the spirit in mind while it is under your control. You must never command the spirit to do anything that might affect the Water Dragon's judgment of that spirit later on. And though it is the most common rule when binding spirits, I will repeat it again. Under no circumstances will you ever bind the spirit of a living person. Such acts are punishable by death and judgment at the hands of the Water Dragon herself. I can definitely see that. I think I saw some people fighting over here. Oh, and my companion... It's Monk's... Oh, attack Monk Spade. Support recovers your chi, focus, and health? Really? Wow. Abbot Song's attacks can damage spirits. The Abbot of the Doomed Spirit Monks. Abbot Song serves the Water Dragon even in death. His hope for redemption lies with you. I wonder who this guy is supposed to be. Who that follower is. Huh. Oh, I can contact Zinbu.
Ah, excellent. I have many items just waiting for you.
I guess that makes sense. A damage shield. Among the first monks who developed the Tempest style, there was one who began to question the closed fist tenets of his order. Ostracized from his ruthless order, the monk sought new ways to harness the wind without relying upon closed fist chaos. By focusing his hatred for his old brother into a handful of small stones, he managed to replicate the power of Tempest in those stones. A stone of this type Surrounds the wearer with swirl wings that whip and tear any who harm the stone's wielder. Don't I already have this? I feel like I do. Maybe not. Maybe I don't. I thought I had something very similar to that. Maybe not. No, I don't want to do that. Go back to Zinbu.
You know, I think I actually like this job better than my last.
Well, that's good, Zinbu. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad that I was able to help you find your destined place in not really life, because I don't think life applies to you, but yeah, I think sure, I'll purchase a cyclone gem. Sure, why not? I have money. Screw the rules, I have money. Let's see. Heaven's Bless. Yeah. I mean, it sounds a lot like the Heaven's Blessing gem. I already have that. Oh, the Cyclone gem is practically identical. Yeah, I can't. That kind of stinks. Alright. I feel like I bought that for nothing, but whatever. I might just sell it back at some point. Yeah. That's disappointing. Alright, do I want to bring back... Yeah, let's put absolute dedication again. Well, I don't know if I should, because I'm not fighting... It doesn't matter, it doesn't really do anything for me right now, because I'm not fighting any humans at the moment. So... Superior Warrior Gem, I mean, is +6, I mean... Yeah, +6 to body. I don't think I can go wrong with that, so yeah. Come along, Abbot song. Whoa.
You have nothing to fear here. Though many dangerous beings dwell in Dirge, these monks and soldiers cannot harm you.
That's good to know. Are these the spirits of those who died in the attack?
The monks and soldiers who fell during the battle are trapped here in Dirge. Caught in a never-ending war, they fight, they fall, only to rise and fall again.
That stinks.
Lee cut me down on the steps of the temple. My body fell and my spirit rose. Powerless, I fled toward the outer courtyard, while the battle still raged. I wanted to see if you had escaped. Instead, I saw Lee take you, and I found myself trapped out here. The Emperor had sealed the gates behind me.